So grew up in a Catholic church, had to go to like CCD every Sunday. We usually went to like Saturday Mass. Didn't really enjoy going. And then the older that I got, like the less I just felt like it was more like they're telling me how to have that relationship with God rather than actually being able to develop my own. Went through confirmation as a high schooler, and in the middle of that time kind of got to explore some other churches with some of my friends. Went to like a sleepaway church camp, which was amazing, through like worship and all of that stuff. I just kind of felt like myself growing a little bit more in that sense, and being able to have my own journey rather than one that was like dictated to me. After high school, I just kind of like walked away for a little bit, I guess. Didn't really pursue a relationship with God. I believed in him the whole time. I'd say it wasn't until I moved to Columbus I started looking or church shopping, and had a friend who said, come check out 514. And so I came for the first time. And that was like 3 years ago, I think, 3 or 4 years ago. And the reason I stayed was what I was looking for most was kind of acceptance. And regardless of what my journey was or where I was, that I could have that on my own, and it was kind of fostering that in a sense. So I feel like my journey in loving Christ and accepting him kind of started more so in the last few years, or I guess deepened in the last few years. My husband and I have been married for 4 years. We started trying to have a family quickly after we got married. We've been together for 12, so we were ready for that step. And after a year of trying and nothing happening, we went to the doctor, and have been going through fertility medications and all kinds of different steps to try and build our family. And I feel like that was another thing that actually strengthened my relationship with God, was because it was beyond me, beyond my control. And so I really looked to him, prayed about it, and I just knew that God put that on my heart to be a mom, and that desire is there for a reason, and it's gonna happen within his plan, and not my own. And so with that, I decided rather than staying quiet about it and kind of being crazy with myself about it, that I was gonna speak out. And so I talk a lot about it on my social media, and a lot of people have reached out to me, messaged me, called me and said, hey, I'm in the same boat. Just a few weeks ago, I had a girl from California message me and say, hey, I've followed your story, and I'm not as brave as you right now, but I hope to be one day. And she and her husband found out that they too are having infertility issues. And so she kind of took my inspiration to help her get through it. So I feel like God put me on this journey for a reason, and it's to reach other people and to help them too. And so that kind of strengthened my beliefs as well. I have been talking to my friend about how I wanted to get baptized, and just been putting it off, honestly. And at Easter service, the Saturday Easter service, I was like, you know what, I'm done putting it off. It's time. I want to do this. And so I filled out the Connect card and kind of went from there. So that belief that Jesus died for me obviously was instilled as a child, and I believe that. And that's when my, I guess, relationship started with God, but I think it didn't really kind of intensify, and maybe I understand the meaning of that until I was an adult, until I started coming to 514 and actually made it a point to come to church every Sunday, and you know, Joel's sermons and different things that led me to that. I want to get baptized because I think it took me so long to express that I was ready for that relationship, and now that I am, I want to share it with everyone. So this is just kind of my thank you, God, for this life that you give me, and I accept you, and I want to live for you. I'm Kristy Kushmaul, and I'm getting baptized today because I finally believe that Jesus died for my sins, and I want to share that with the world.